Hi there, this is Sheila. Welcome back to the Painted Pig Studio for part 10 of the Bettie. And I know you haven't even seen the Bettie in the last couple of videos. We've just been doing pockets and things like that for it. But what I'm thinking of doing is just doing a recap. The next video. This is going to take some time, and I may not get finished, but I think it's a cool idea. It's a little bit complicated. I had to try to sort through it and figure it out, so we'll get as much done as we can. This is a junk mail envelope right here. And that was the original length of it, and this is the original window in it. And I thought, well, that's cool. That's not humped or small or anything like that. Let me start this timer. And I had this stamped. It was new, and I had stamped on some, actually it's graph paper that I had watercolor dyed. And I thought that looked cool, so I just wrote 4 of 100 in there like it's some sort of print. And I glued this piece. I had cut out the middle, where the window is, and put this regular digital copy paper print. And so remember this page that I had used a punch, but it was a little too fragile and it just ended up popping out. So I want to cover that up. And in junk journaling, frequently you're going to be covering up mistakes unless you're much better at it than I. And I think this works, especially when I get it inked good. And I have backed it with a stronger paper because the paper that I'd actually stamped on is pretty fragile. So, and it's going to be a pocket, so I wanted it to be able to take some wear and tear. Now, this is what's left of the envelope. I opened it up, and I cut some of the flap off, and so this is what we have left. Now, so here's what my plan is. Okay, and then this will fit into that little corner. Okay, this will flip up, and as you can see, originally I had it down here and realized it wasn't going to cover it. And then this page, it will wrap around the page like that, and then this will be glued down on this side. This will flip up. Okay, so I want to do a pocket. I don't know. I don't think I'll do a side pocket because of it coming from the middle. So I could do a pocket here and a pocket here, which is what I think I'm going to do, and a pocket here. So if you can follow all that, we'll get started with the gluing. Now, I'm going to back this card because of this pocket, rather. And by the way, it's going to be right before this page. So I had to take that into consideration when choosing my papers and such. So this is going to be glued down in here for the back of this pocket. Okay, like that. Alright, let's go ahead and put some ink around it. for whatever shows. And, you know, I don't think all of it will, but we'll get it on there. Okay, so art glitter glue. And okay, I don't think it matters. Okay. And if I lay it down, I can drive it straighter. I'm going to try to get as close to the sides as I can so my pocket will have some room. I don't as yet know what I'm going to put in it yet. But here we go. Alright, the idea is for it to just cover it up. Doesn't have to come all the way to the crease, because I really don't want the pocket that deep. And I'll show you how we're going to fix that in the front. This right here. And I bet you figured it out if you've watched me or other journaling videos. I bet you figured out what we're going to do. Yep. Get out the old Fabri-Tac. First, I am going to use some ribbon. Tack down some ribbon there. And ideally, if it was going to show much, I would probably use double-sided tape, like score tape. And let's see how long it needs to be. Go this way. Make it easier. And I've set the timer for 25. I tell you guys, it takes so long to upload video, and I know you've heard me say that. And I see these other ladies doing hour-long videos, and I'm like, how in the world, what kind of internet do you have? I want some. Okay, so, and then this, let me see which side is the right side. I think it's this side. Let me see. We'll trim that so it's got nice, so it starts right there. These aren't fabric scissors, but they'll do. And I'm just going to let it barely come over there. Okay. And I just put the ribbon down to tone down the white, so we wouldn't be seeing that. My camera has dipped down on me again. Sorry about that. Maybe you can see a little bit better. I know I need to break down and get a real camera. And maybe I will when I get to 100. Okay. Stick like glue. Okay, so I'm going to fold this so I can keep cutting with these scissors. Where's sharper scissors? Where's the other scissors? They're haberdashery scissors, but I believe I've used them on paper so much they've forgotten that they're haberdashery. And I better, uh-oh. Sorry if you heard that. That's my stomach. It's about that time of day. I've been in here most of, I mean, just like since 7 o'clock or something, and it's 11 now. So, yeah. But I had to talk with myself about scraps, and so I had to do something about them. I was being overrun. Okay, so now we have our pocket. And I'm not going to cut this off yet, just in case I want to do something with it. So, let's go ahead. Why don't we? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to decide. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna glue it. I didn't have to glue it quite that much. Okay. So how are we gonna manage this? Glue it straight down, or we're gonna have another pocket back there. I'm just going to cut this off. Yeah, we're not going to need it. So I glued it down for nothing. Okay. But I will go ahead and glue that. It might make it a little bit neater. Alright. So, and I want to make sure my crease is creased correctly and well. All right, now let's stick up. Okay, I'm not going to waste time on that for sure when it's going to get stuck down. So here we go. You know what? I am going to leave the top open just in case. And I've never done this before, so if I get out of order and do something wrong, I'm just going to have to live with it or figure out a way to fix it. So take that into consideration if you decide to do this. Wait till the end of the video to see if it's successful first. All right. Now I want to get that lined up, and I'm sorry about my head. And that little corner keeps wanting to curl. Okay. Now, I'll need that lined up. Don't move. With the edge, is that all right? Okay. It doesn't look right. I should have turned it over. All right. Let's go from this vantage point and see what we can do. It's probably what I should have done to start with. So let's make note of that. I'm going to have to use some more glue. Okay, stomach. You'll get fed. Well, yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, and we went to a local Mexican restaurant. Had some good eats. Okay, one of my dogs just opened my door, which I was trying to avoid because I have the dryer going. Okay, so if you can see, I'm going to cut this at a little angle right here and a little angle right here, just so it will fold in there better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this. Because this is going to go down on top of it. And it doesn't need to go all the way down here. That's fine. Okay, let's glue these two together. And then run a little bit of glue. I guess it'd be better to glue this. And fold this flap over. It's not perfect, but perfection is boring. You can quote me. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Okay, so what do we do here? Well, first thing is we're going to glue this down. And I know I've got something printed on the other side. I cut it without realizing it. But that's okay. It's a digital. I can print it again. That Victoria Designs that I like. Alright. Sing to me, architecture glue. Alright. This way. And I don't think I want to round the edges, but I did want to. Come in. I didn't want to ink them. I thought I had just about everything already inked, but no. That's what I get for thinking. And that's not even going to show that edge. Okay. Let's see if my glue's still wet. Alright. And I glued the whole thing down, didn't I? That's okay. That's okay. It just won't be as thick that way. It's just going to look like it needs to not be glued. So, yeah. I have to fix that. It wasn't sticking very well anyway, was it? Okay. Come along here. Come along the bottom. Have a very crooked bead of glue on the side. Okay. One more time with feeling. Okay, we're good. We are good. All right, now for this, it's going to need a front and a back. So I thought for the front, I'll use some more of this. So let me cut it real quick. Okay. Is that made my mark wrong? That's coming over. I really don't want to. Let's see if we can kind of fix that and make it still look straight, maybe. Nope. Okay. There's something crooked somewhere. All right. Let's go ahead and measure those videos that never goes out. Okay, I got a little bit short and a little bit narrow. Let's just ink around this. Okay. Oh, my throat is dry. Thirsty. 4 minutes. The pressure making me cough. Excuse me. Go ahead. Make fun. Laugh. I don't care. But just don't turn off the video. Turn the sound down. Oh, me. Well, at least I got some sleep last night. I actually got about 8 hours, which is very unusual, so it was much needed and appreciated. Now, what is this wiggling around? Okay, so remember, this is an experiment. I've never done this before. Okay, so I think I'm just going to glue this down because it's just going to, I'm not going to back it. I'm just going to let this be the backing to strengthen it everywhere but that one little spot. And no, I would not be doing it this fast if I was not filming. Okay, so I'm going to go up the sides with it. Okay, and before it gets too dry, which I didn't do up there, but I will. All right. There. All right. Like I said, not perfect, but everybody repeat after me. Perfection is boring. Okay, it's not the easiest way to do this, but okay. Well, I was afraid I wouldn't get much, but that's all right. That is all right. It's all right now. Okay, that needs a little bit more glue. If I have to, I can put a weight on it. But I wanted to let that dry before I put any kind of tags in there. But we can kind of see. And that works. That's working reluctantly. I forgot how far down we went with it, but that's good right there. That works. Okay. We've got 51 seconds. So what I think I'm going to do is put some vellum there, and then we'll decorate from there. And what I will do is, like I said, I'll do a recap next video and show you, gosh, show you cleaner fingernails. Show you how these last 3 projects completed, how they look completed. There you go. Alright. And what changes, if any, I made. I think that's going to be cute. If the vellum goes right. And there we go. And that was a 25-minute one. So, I'd like to thank you for joining me. And please, before you go, if you would hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, I would so appreciate it. And we'll just keep this little thing going. And so, as promised, next week I'll show you. That's bothering me. I'm going to have to figure out something to do with that. Anyway, so here we go with a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. So that's our wraparound junk envelope pocket. There you go. Alright, so we'll see you next time. Until then,